repeating his statement. So I think somebody told me this is the first time they've won a game after West Virginia game for 10 years. And to come out and have them to play a team that shoots the long ball and runs so quickly and gets to that shot so quickly, and then be able to shoot it as well as they did, I'll give us a little bit. We did win the game. Now, from that, I didn't feel like we were ready. When we warmed them up, I don't think their focus was like it should have been. Coach Duhan, who warms them up, came back and said before the game, 3 of those groups weren't focused. And we have to do a better job as coaches, and they have to do a better job as players to make sure that that occurs. And then prior to the game, I felt like it wasn't a winning atmosphere. And we had a discussion with that, and that's an area we need to grow in, and I think we can. After that, I thought, you know, we made some good plays, we did some good things, and to come out with a win against a team that's 6-2, even though they're Division II, they're still 6-2. And the only games they lost were very close, and they were ahead and should have won those. So, you know, I'm happy with the win. Now we try to get, got another 2 weeks. We can work individually with them. They don't have classes. We can try to get some individual improvement and see if we can get better.
Questions? 76 three-pointers attempted. Dan?
Yeah. All right. Well, they said they were Tennessee long rifle. When Davy Crockett went in, you got to shoot those things like that. I thought one of them, I was yelling that day, is that Crockett? But, you know, you got to give him credit. They came out and shot it, and then they played that little zone. They backed it in. Now, I will say this. Usually, they win a lot of their games by threes and then turning teams over and getting layups. They weren't able to do that. And that's one good thing about playing West Virginia, Louisville, and these teams that prepare you for teams that just jump at you. I thought we got the ball deep on them. A lot of times we got some easy baskets, which we haven't done earlier in the year, that we're seeing beyond those 4 that are just coming at you. So I think we did a little better job. We still got to get better and better at it. I was happy about, you know, Bowling came in. He kills us in practice every day. It's amazing. He still hasn't. The crowd really hadn't seen him shoot yet because he'll string set, and you just leave him at daylight like it's in practice. It's down. So, you know, but he got in there and he contributed, and he worked hard. I thought Miller contributed. He got in there and he plays hard. He runs up and down the floor, you know. They're young, you know, they're freshmen, but you know what? There's sometimes you leave talent on a shelf, and you'd rather have that guy that just get whatever he's got, he puts it on the floor. And I think those 2 right there, whatever they got, they put it on the floor. And so, you know, I thought they contributed a lot for us.
I think at one point you had Bowling, Millen, and Alexa all on the court, and it seemed like Alexa took a little bit more of a leadership role with that type of group on the floor, just because you saw sort of a tenacity about him that hadn't been visible in the first part of the year. Right.
Well, he's going to be growing. He's going to grow into being a player. I think you're seeing some glimpses of what he can be. Obviously, he's got to get stronger, but that's if he works hard, that's an easy fix. You know, so they did. They're very young. That group was very young. I think Ryan might have been in with them. So you had what, freshman, sophomore. So, you know, I don't know who else was with them, but
I think it was Cameron
Jr. So, you know, that was a real young team, and really we expanded the league with that crowd in there. So, you know, it's a one-game thing. I don't know if it will go forward, but it did happen this game. That put W up on the board, so it's a good thing.
Got a 4-game road swing out there.
Yeah, we're going to Reno. I've never been there, so yeah, that'll be nice. I hope I make the game. But no, we're you know, the first was Arkansas State. They're winnable, but then again, as you can tell with this team, every game's an adventure, and it will be all the way through the year. Anytime you have a developing team, and I tried to tell them, I told them, look, I said, game is a package, and that package is over because the next game presents a whole set of different problems, and then you don't, it can be a team not as good as the team that you just played. It won't matter with this team. We have to come with all our goods every game because we haven't got that swagger, that feel where you just kind of push teams away from you because of tradition or kind of a rhythm that you would create with a winning team. We're not there. So this next game, Arkansas State, I haven't looked at them hard yet. I'll start looking at them hard. We've had a couple coaches just comment that we have a good chance, but again, we'll have no chance if we don't prepare and we get ready because every game is going to be a roller coaster with us.
What do the guys do different to take care of the basketball? I mean, you all had 10 turnovers first 12 minutes, and the last 28 you have 6.
To me, you were at practice the other day, so we were, I think trying to reinforce how tough you have to play. Again, it all comes down from the lack, to me, the lack of focus and the ability to stay connected to the game emotionally, mentally, and physically. And we, for some whatever reason, the thing we're fighting, the demons we're fighting to get this team to a winning team, the demons we fight is they have a tendency to want to relax when they're not in the middle of the action. And they have to understand that we're not that good. Number one, no team really is that good. And you have to stay focused and alert for everything. And then some of it is that, Alex is a freshman. He's 19 years old, For 2 years, none of these guys were lead horses. And they, I don't, from what I hear, there's just some bad habits that they seem to have collected that we've got to try to bust through the restraints of bad habits. So.
Anything else?
Happy holidays, fellas.